everybody good. Everybody got good news.
Welcome to the new sound of online radio. Welcome to the sound of Universal Broadcasting Network.
'Cause you make me feel like I've been locked out of heaven.
A mix of today's hits and hard-to-find favorites, combined with the most entertaining and intriguing talk anywhere. This is your sound. This is the sound of Universal Broadcasting Network at UPNradio.com.
Okay, buddy.
We clear?
3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Universal Broadcasting Network's Hit Afternoon Show, bringing you the latest in music news, artist interviews, and more, with your hosts, Lauren Dair Owens, Ariel Fournier, and Adam Lusk. This is The Music Project.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Ariel, and you guys are listening and possibly watching The Music Project. I'm Ariel Fournier.
I'm Adam Lusk. I was waiting for that part.
Yes,
You
I had
didn't
to
do it,
give
and I was
you-
like, what?
Well, we have a very special guest with us today. We're very excited. But before we get to the guest, how are you today, Adam?
I'm doing fantastic. I'm a little bit jealous of Lauren because,
Lauren.
no big deal. She's just on a Parahoy.
Yeah, she's stuck on a boat with Paramore.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Thanks for taking me.
So we're sure that she's having a blast, and she will be back in a couple weeks to tell us all about it, and I'm sure share some videos and some backstage stories with you guys, and I'm sure she'll find a way to meet them. I'm sure.
No, but
I'm sure.
you only got so far to go.
Exactly.
On a boat.
Exactly.
So
she's going to camp out.
yeah, just right outside there. Sweet.
All right. Well, today I have to give this awesome intro. She is the youngest indie artist to chart top 40 since 1997, and the last person who did that was Leanne Rimes. But today we have with us Camryn. How are you doing?
I am very good. How are you?
We're doing good.
Good.
So why don't we just start from the beginning? When did you get into music, and when did you know this is like really what you wanted to do?
Well, I've been singing my entire life, obviously, just going around the house singing random songs, making up songs that make no sense, starting off talking about birds and ended up talking about twigs. I don't even know. I was 5. But it wasn't until I was about 7 and entered my first talent show in kindergarten, and I felt like I won on the inside, but because it was kindergarten, obviously nobody won because everyone ended up crying and whatever.
Yeah.
But after that, I kind of just went to my mom and was like, hey, so maybe this is what I want to do. I mean, obviously I was a lot younger, so I probably didn't say it like that, but that's kind of where it all began.
And did you grow up in a musical family, or is there anyone that like really influenced you musically? Growing up, I guess.
I mean, growing up at that age, I was definitely obsessed with Hannah Montana, for sure. Mariah Carey. I mean, come on.
Two of us.
We all were.
I mean,
okay.
it was great. I was obsessed. It was a normal girl becoming a singer. So it was kind of like, oh, wait a minute. I could do that.
I can do that.
I can do that.
See,
and
that was
then,
my train of thought, too.
Yeah, exactly. But, I told my mom, and she already knew, because she'd have me sing for her friends on the phone because I could imitate Shakira. And I'm not kidding. I really could. And I haven't done it in a while, but, whatever.
Do you want to do it? You want to do it?
Not really.
Okay.
'cause
We won't make you do it.
It could be really bad or,
Really
you never know. But, so I told her and she was all for it. So luckily I had the support behind me.
Awesome. And then you went on later as you grew up, you recorded music.
Well, when I was 8, let me start from the very beginning. About 15 years ago, my mom met this guy, Jeff, and he was an agent at CAA, and he did a lot of managing, and obviously he was an agent, so he knew all about the business, and they met at a concert, totally random. But they became really close friends, so he's known me since I was born. And when I was 8, after I told my mom that I wanted to be a singer, she emailed him, was like, hey, so my daughter wants to be a singer. Can you manage her? And he was like, absolutely not. Are you kidding me? She's 8 years old.
Yeah.
You're nuts. No. So I recorded.
Expecting something completely different.
No.
Like, absolutely.
No. Well, you'll see what happens. So then we recorded a little demo in Denver, and we sent it to him. And we're like, so hey, we know you don't want to manage her, but who do we send this to? How do we get her a manager? What do we do? And he was like, you know what? Fine. I'll manage her. And I honestly don't think he realized this was gonna be a legit thing because I mean I was 8. What do you expect? He probably thought I was gonna want to be a princess next year. I mean, who knows? But I'm still here, and so is he. So that's
awesome. That's awesome that you guys have stuck together all the time.
I mean, we definitely fight a lot and argue, but I mean, then again, I'm with him all the time.
Yeah.
So you kind of that just
like
happens.
family now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Most recently you went, touring with One Direction. But before that, you also toured with Cody Simpson and Grayson Chance. So how was working with all of those people who are now, all you guys are growing superstars?
So the first tour I ever did, basically the first shows were with Cody Simpson and Grayson Chance. And that was absolutely insane. And I've grown so much as a performer. I look back on those days and I'm like, oh, well, that's different.
Well, you're growing.
But yeah, exactly. I was growing and I was still figuring out what to do on stage. But it was a lot of fun. It was a great first tour. I mean, everyone was so close to my age, so I made a lot of friends, and it was amazing. And then from there, I did some of my own little tours. Like I did the middle school tour. Don't do that. And I did a bunch of radio tours. So ever since then, I've kind of just been building and growing as an artist and a person. So it's been good. Then the One Direction thing was a total bonus and amazingness. I can't even.
So how did you get involved with that tour specifically?
Well, I did their Take Me Home. I did their couple 8 shows, I think, in the US, and it was some in the middle of their tour, and then I did the last 2. But I was on my middle school tour, and they had just come over to the US for the first time, and they were opening for Big Time Rush. But of course, at that time, they became co-headliners because, it's One Direction and they're British, so everyone loved them. So I went and I saw them, and I was like, oh my God, these guys are so cute. I need to go see them in concert right now. We're going. And they happened to be in the same place I was. So I went and saw them in concert. My manager knew somebody on the inside, and he got me tickets and whatever. A month later, I'm in the car with my mom. I was in a meeting before, and my manager had texted me. He's like, hey, I need to talk to you. It's about One Direction. So I'm like, okay, give me a minute. So I'm calling him thinking I'm getting One Direction tickets, and he's like, so how do you feel about going on tour with them?
Woo!
I was like,
yeah.
Are you kidding me?
How can you say no?
Yeah,
you
you
can't.
cannot
There's
say
no
no.
way to say no.
Exactly. So I did the 8 shows with them, and they loved that we were so quick and so easy, and just that we didn't require a lot of taking care of, I guess.
Yeah.
So I
Held
knew,
your own.
Yeah, I was up for the European dates, but I had no idea if we were going to get them. But they liked me, and they knew what we brought to the table, so they're like, so yeah, come on back.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, so I did the 4 months, and
That's
I
awesome.
died. It was great.
So would you talk a little bit about like the process of like when you get ready for tour and maybe like your daily, like how does it go for you? Besides performing on the stage.
So right before a tour, usually what people do is they're rehearsing 2 months in advance, every day, whatever. Not us. Somehow we managed to pull off a 4-month tour with maybe...
Like 3 days of practice.
We've done that. We have done that. No.
That's the sign of a professional, though. That's when you know.
You can just wing
Is
it
it?
and just go.
Is it though?
It is.
She's got a point though. Is it?
Is it really that smart? No, I mean, we prepared song-wise and like cover-wise, but it wasn't until like maybe 2 weeks before where we were like, oh, maybe we should probably practice. I don't know.
Might be a good thing to do.
We were actually in London, because that's where the first show was of the tour, and I got there maybe 2 weeks before the first show, and I think it was the week before where we started actually rehearsing. I was like, oh, this is productive, guys.
Like, thanks, guys.
At
And
least
of
you got
course-
some in though.
Really had my back on this one.
But of course, everything broke the first day.
no.
I was like, wait, this is not happening.
You're like, oh,
not
no.
this tour. No.
Oh, come on.
Yeah,
Well,
that always happens.
sounds like you got it together, though.
But
Yeah.
then what about like day-to-day life? Because that's what I want to know.
Day-to-day
Is,
life.
Like, what do? You wake up in the morning, go be a rock star or pop star or whatever.
it was that easy. No, I mean, it really depends. If I'm on tour, like this last radio tour that I did, it was about a month and a half. I would wake up, get ready for whatever radio interviews I was doing. I was doing like maybe 2 to 3 radio stations a day in different cities, so that was interesting, but we had a bus, so it was great. But in between all of that and waking up and working and eating, I also had to do 3 hours of schoolwork.
Yay!
At least.
That is the breaker right there for me.
And there were days where I'm just like, I can't.
I don't even want to do this.
I'm just so tired. I can't do this.
Just sign off that I did it, and I'm gonna go to sleep.
Yeah, exactly. No, it got so bad to where I was falling asleep almost every lesson. I was just like, you know what? I can't. Goodbye.
Yeah.
It takes skill to fall asleep on a one-on-one class.
Yeah.
It's very good. I've never fallen asleep in class until one-on-one, which is super weird.
Normally it'd be opposite,
right?
I think.
No, I feel like I was more terrified to fall asleep in a bigger class than I was on a one-on-one situation.
Why?
'Cause at the school I went to, the teachers were crazy and mean, and
that's not
I had already
fun.
been to the principal's office, and I did not want to go back. He made me cry.
You were a bad kid then.
I was not a bad kid. I went to the principal's office twice.
That's more than
That's
me.
okay. Oh,
No, but it was the first time. It was because this kid was being really obnoxious during a demonstration, and I yelled at him and told him to stop chewing with his mouth open. But he was doing a demonstration. So my teacher was like, "You're disturbing class. Go to the principal's office." I was like, "All right."
Hating.
You're like, whatever. I don't even care.
Whatever. The principal wasn't there though, so I got out of that one. But whatever.
Yeah.
I still went home and cried.
It's
Whatever.
okay. It's okay.
I was in 6th grade. What was I supposed to do? I was like, I didn't mean to. I've never done this before.
You're forgiven. You're forgiven. Well, I know. I actually met Camryn almost. We were just talking 2 years ago at a ASPCA event where she performed, and she killed it. But when I asked you then, and I know you get it asked all the time, you said your favorites were Harry Styles and Liam. So, are they still your favorite, or has it changed?
Honestly, I mean, it hasn't really changed all that much. I think they're all really cool guys, and I like them all individually for different reasons. But I guess if I had to say my ultimate favorite, it would have been Harry. I mean, I talked to him the most.
Yeah.
And he's super cool, really nice, always made sure that we had everything we needed. And I was just like, yeah, I like you.
Yeah.
You're cool.
There we go. Well, I think we're going to play your latest single, Lovesick. But before we do, would you talk a little bit about it?
So Lovesick is, when you first hear Lovesick, you think, oh, this is going to be a total love song. And the girl is probably obsessed, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But if you listen closely, you'll notice how it's just like, you got me lovesick, but now, baby, I can tell it's just a game to you. So basically, this guy was like totally playing this girl and was just like, oh, yeah, I really like you. And then was like, just kidding. I don't. I was totally playing you.
Playa.
The whole time. Exactly. Guys are evil sometimes. No offense. No, actually, yes.
horns.
Offense. Yeah.
Yes, offense.
Yeah,
Adam.
yeah,
God.
God. No, but yeah, so that's kind of what Lovesick's about, just about being played.
Cool. All right, here's Lovesick by Camryn.
For every line on your lips, only lies, a broken heart in the first degree. I thought we were just fine, should have seen all the signs, they were right in front of me. Whoa, the way you looked at me made it easy to believe. I was blind, but now I see. Now it's burning fire. I couldn't help myself. You hypnotized me. I was under your spell. You got me lovesick, but now baby I can tell it's just a game to you. you're begging me to take you back. Can't you see I moved on? All those feelings are gone. Really? There's no turning back. The way you looked at me made it easy to believe. I was blind, but now I see. And I was falling for you. I couldn't help myself. You hypnotized me. I was under your spell. You got me lovesick. But now, baby, I can tell it's just a game to you. So, baby, shame on you. You got me lovesick. This is just a game to you. You never thought you lose. You never thought you. This is just a game to you. You never thought you lose. You never thought you. This is just a game to you. You never thought you lose. You never thought you. This is just a game to you. Now the blame's on you, so shame on you.
All right, that was Lovesick, and that was actually a remix by DJ Yanni.
I liked it. I liked it
I
a
think
lot.
it was tight.
Pretty tight. It's pretty tight, yo.
Now, how much do you co-write with the people, or do the
I do
people kinda
co-write.
approach you, or?
Well, it's usually the same group of writers. This girl Lennon, this guy Frank, and this other guy Lee.
Is Frank that one guy?
Yeah.
Okay. all right.
Yeah. No, but they're all super crazy. They're all super fun. Lennon actually comes from a metal background.
Me too.
Interesting.
Yeah, so there's kind of that weird part of wait.
Does she?
What?
Does she ever bring you anything? That Lennon's the girl, right? Okay, just making sure.
Yeah.
I didn't got that right. Does she ever bring you anything that's just like, no, don't?
Yeah.
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah. There are times where I've gotten songs where I'm just like, maybe we'll give this to someone else.
Yeah.
Maybe not for me. But as I've gotten older, I've started to really help out and write a lot of what I do. So on the new stuff that'll be coming out, it's a lot of me, and everything on this record will be really hands-on. And
Awesome.
before, because these things came out and I had no idea what I was really doing. I mean, people around me did, but I was still figuring it out. I was still figuring out my sound. But now that I'm older and I kind of listen to every genre, I'm like, oh, okay, this is what I want to do.
Yeah.
Here's how I want to do it. This is what it's going to be, and you can't tell me otherwise.
Well, that's
I like
fantastic.
that attitude. That's a winner
Yep,
attitude
that's
right there.
fantastic.
I mean, you have to, because if you let people push you over, then nothing's going to be yours.
Yeah, you got it.
High five to that.
But yeah, let's talk about so right now you're still in the writing process, or you're in recording?
We're in
yet?
recording. Yeah, we're almost finished with everything.
Awesome.
Just kind of perfecting everything to where I kind of want it to be, as far as, guitars and that sort of thing.
Yeah, and do you know how many songs total you think you're gonna have?
I think I have about 13 recorded now. It's kind of just about deciding whether or not we're going to put out an album or an EP. So we'll see.
And do you know kind of when you think it will
Definitely
be
by
out?
the end of the year.
By the end of the year.
Most likely summer. So
Alright, summer release. I will
yeah,
be
we'll
watching.
see. We'll see what happens. I'll let you guys know.
Yeah, for sure. But you're also working to raise awareness for one charity.
Yes.
Would you talk a little bit about that?
The Orca Network.
Yes.
So I watched a documentary called Blackfish. Have you guys seen it?
I've
No,
seen
but if you
part of it,
send
but
me
I
a
haven't
link or
taped.
something.
It's literally it's on Netflix. Yeah.
You know what?
It's the most sad thing I've ever seen in my life.
Well, what is it about?
It's about these orca whales, specifically Tilikum. He's a whale in Florida at SeaWorld, and it's just talking about how badly the whales are treated in, because they're held captive in these small areas, and it's just so sad. Tilikum's fin actually flops over, which is not supposed to happen because it doesn't usually ever happen outside in the wild. So it's really sad. You guys need to watch it. It's really inspiring. But the Orca Network, I'm doing this thing for Dairlicious where people can dare me to do things, and I'll pick 10 things to video myself doing, and it's basically just donating to the Orca Network to help save a bunch of orca whales.
I want to get on this thing.
That's
Dairlicious.
awesome. So is it just they just go to dairlicious.com and then look you up? And
Yeah. And I'll be posting more info on all of my social media, so look for that. And so basically people just list and dare me a bunch of things, and I'll pick my favorite, and the winners will get a couple cool things, and just to know that they're helping. So
that's awesome.
Good. Yes.
Well, we know your fans are very enthusiastic. We're going to be
Yeah.
bringing up their Twitter questions pretty soon. But I also saw on your Twitter something about Skittles. So are you like a huge fan of Skittles, or what's that about?
In a couple years ago, in my Twitter bio, I said taking over the world one at Skittles at a time, and I guess Skittles saw that, and so they sent me 200 packets of different flavors
Holy
of Skittles.
crap.
Now get this, they sent me another letter saying, if you ever run out, tweet Skittles and we'll send you more. They sent me a year's worth of Skittles.
Oh my goodness.
So
Hey, I want to get on that.
they're just in the office, just like sitting there waiting for everyone to eat them, but they're all original, and my favorite is sour.
Those are my favorite as
You're
well.
like, you need to hook me up with some sour
Yeah,
ones.
some sour. Original is cool and all, but
Sour are the best.
yeah. So I felt really lucky to have that happen. I was like, yes, Skittles, send me more.
That's awesome. All right, well, I think we're going to go ahead and play another one of your songs, Now or Never. So would you tell us a little backstory behind that?
So Now or Never is the last single that we did, and it's basically just talking to a guy again, just saying, hey, if we're gonna make this happen, it's now or never. Do it now. You can't punk out. Don't back out. Let's just do this. And again, it doesn't have to be about a guy, but that's kind of what it sounds
For
like
you,
mostly. But it can really be about anything. Just saying, let's not take this chance for granted, and let's just do it.
Now or never.
Exactly.
You like that?
No need to speak, you said it all. The writing is clearly on the wall. One single kiss, the sweetest touch. I should have seen it all along. If the decision's up to me, I would stay before I leave. This wasn't meant to be, but now we're in too deep. Tonight there's only you and me, exactly where we should be. Now or never, who needs forever? Right now's good enough for me. Tonight we're making history. I don't care what's supposed to be. Now or never, who needs forever? Though it's a sin, I still want in. Turning back isn't optional. Just take my lead. You're all I need to set this dark desire free. If the decision's up to me, I would stay before I leave. This wasn't meant to be, but now we're in too deep. Tonight there's only you and me, exactly
that was Now or Never by Camryn. So going back to the upcoming album or EP, whatever it may turn into, how do you think it's kind of evolved from the music you've already made, and what's kind of special about it?
It's
that they can look forward to?
definitely, I want to say, it's more real. I know it sounds weird, but I guess with the way pop music is going right now, it's kind of very electronic and no real instruments, and that really bothers me. So, and I know hearing Lovesick and Now or Never, you're kind of like, well, what is that? Because, I mean, I've just kind of realized that where music is headed may not be where I want to go.
Uh-huh.
So with the album, I decided to kind of just take it back and go back to using real drums, real
That's awesome.
guitars,
Yeah, that's really cool.
just completely strip it down to what made music great in the first place. And it's a lot edgier than you would think. A lot of it, there's some really cool rock songs on there.
Sweet.
And there's some obviously pop songs for the people who like that, but there's something for everybody. And right in the middle between, the really pop and the really rock, there's the group of pop rock, kind of where Avril Lavigne used to be, and that the whole Skater Boy, all of that good stuff. So it's really fun. I'm really excited to kind of show it to everybody. I feel like everyone's gonna freak out a little bit.
Well, yeah, that'll be awesome. And then do you think you would go back on tour again, or just kind of...
Tours pop up at the last minute. I went to Asia with Grace and Chance 2 weeks. I found out 2 weeks before. So it's kind of like,
I wish it was like that for me.
Let's go.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's a lot of on the fly. You never know. And right now, not a lot of artists are on the road. And if they are, it's like a package deal. So it's kind of hard to hop on other tours that already have acts. So it's just about finding the right one that fits my demographic and that sort of thing. So you never know. It could hit me tomorrow.
Awesome. Well, we've got some great questions from your fans here, so let's go ahead. So your first one, let's see, we've got one from Alan, which is...
1 second.
Sorry. Oh, yes.
Tweet, 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 Twitter.
Oh, my God.
That's our little Twitter jingle.
That was the coolest thing I've ever heard.
I
Love
knew
it.
you'd be surprised. All right, so this is from @Holy... Yeah, okay. If you could pick a place to stay for the rest of your life, where would it be?
Depends. Do I have to work?
I don't think so.
It's a good question.
If I have to work, I'd pick either LA or New York City or London. Oh, this is going to be a problem. One of those three, I'll draw out of a hat. And if I don't have to work, Bora Bora or Fiji.
So anywhere in the tropics?
Sweet.
Yes.
I
Crystal
like that.
clear water.
Yeah.
Yes, all day. Yeah.
I like that.
Yes.
Great diving spots. So, at Leah1325 says, "What's your favorite part of working with the 1D boys?"
With a winky face.
With the winky face.
Okay,
I
because
don't know if
that
that's
kind of changes
simulated.
things a little bit. I loved working with them just overall because they're really nice guys. They're not stuck up and, think they're the coolest guys since sliced bread.
They're like real down to earth.
They're really down to earth, and everything that the fans see is really what happens backstage. So the movies, I literally walked out of my dressing room and saw them all jacking like go-karts and, golf carts and driving around the arena. I'm just like, what is happening? You guys are all
wanna
gonna
hang out
break
with
a
those
leg
guys.
before your show. It's gonna be all over. No, but it's really fun. They're always super accommodating, making sure I have everything, making sure that if I ever needed anything, I'd go to them, which of course is kind of more suggestive and less of a please do actually come to me,
Yeah.
But it was really good. I felt welcomed. I didn't feel too awkward
That's wonderful.
as you normally would feel in that sort of situation, being a teenage girl in the presence of One Direction. So
okay, well, let's see. Well, I'll just say at Gia Diana1, which just wants to know, how are you?
I am very good. I'm very good.
And we talked about your new album. And
A lot of these are just like, please follow me.
they're just
Yes,
telling you how much they
do
love
that.
you.
I love
They
you.
do that. I love them all.
All right, here's a good one. At Lena_Heidmeyer. Sorry, I'm totally butchering these, but
No,
if-
it's cool. I
if-
do it too.
Yeah, if your house was on fire, what's the first thing you'd grab to save?
If my house is on fire, I'd grab my phone and my dogs and my computer and book it.
Oh, let's talk about your doggies. What are their names?
Okay, so I have 5 dogs.
Oh my goodness, how could you carry 5 dogs?
Okay, well I'd carry
Backpack.
the
There you
smaller
go.
two.
Okay.
Which are my dogs. I have Brooklyn and I have Lulu. And Brooklyn is a micro Maltese, and she's 6 months old, so she's super tiny. And Lulu's a teacup Maltese, so she's a little bigger. And she's 6 years old. And Lulu hates Brooklyn. But
So you carry them both in the same arm, just right next to each other.
Yep. Yeah, pretty much.
What?
So,
The
when-
house is on fire. You're gonna be nice to each other.
Exactly.
yes, they deal with it.
Yeah.
So when you go on tour, do you bring them with you, or do they have to stay home with mom and dad?
Well, this last tour, the radio tour, because we were on a bus, I took both of them. And
Did they like it, or are they kind of like freaked out?
Well, that was the week that Brooklyn became a part of the family.
Oh.
So Lulu would go, she'd look at everybody just with death stares. Okay, I don't know if you've ever gotten a death stare from a dog,
No,
but it
I
hurts.
haven't.
It cuts deep.
Oh.
So she would walk down to the back of the bus, and if she saw any of us playing with Brooklyn, she would stop dead in her tracks, stare at you, turn around, and walk back the other way, sit down to where you could still clearly see her, and just look back at you with the worst look in her eye ever. It was so sad. It was so sad.
I got cats and they do that all the time, so I'm quite used to that look.
You have cats.
I love cats. Cats are awesome, but
See, I'm not a cat person.
I'm not that much of a cat
Yeah.
person, but my phone says otherwise.
Oh.
But
oh my god, I'll trade you right now.
no way.
That is awesome.
Thank you.
No.
Yeah.
Here, you can
No.
show
Grumpy cat.
the camera.
Oh yeah.
Says
Gotta get on that.
Yes.
But yeah, I'm not a cat person.
Yeah, I mean, my cats, they got some pretty bad attitudes.
All
Like,
cats do.
No, my cats are sassy. Like, they are sassy.
Most,
like,
they're just
if they don't get their way, they are. Well, one of them, her name's Starfire. I just call her Star.
Okay.
And yes, they are named after Teen Titans. Okay.
Yeah.
I like Teen Titans. I really
It's
do.
an awesome show. I named when I was like 8. So.
Aw.
But anyway, so if she doesn't get her way, like if I don't feed her when she wants to be fed, she'll come like stand just outside my reach. So like it's like I can't touch her, but she's like right there.
Yeah.
And like I'm like, come on, let me pet you, and she just looks at me like, yeah, whatever.
Sassy.
Whatever. I don't even.
No big
I don't
deal.
even care.
Speaking of
Whatever.
cartoons, Lena also wants to know, which cartoon do you like the most?
Oh man. South Park.
Yeah.
There you
Sorry.
go.
I like that.
Who doesn't like that show? Eric
I didn't
Cartman.
expect that.
What did you expect?
I don't know. Like
Oh,
Sorry, I'm a Scooby-Doo person.
My Little Pony.
I'm a
Oh.
Scooby-Doo person.
Okay.
I mean,
So
that's
is
a
my
good-
little
that's a good
brother.
one.
Yeah.
It's a good one. I'm personally a Family Guy American dad.
hold on.
Yeah,
Okay.
Family Guy.
There's this loaded up here on one of the other shows, so now I have to play it because I heard South Park.
Okay.
What?
That's
Why?
Cartman.
I know it is, but why is that loaded up on another show?
No.
Do you think they just
Who
play
knows
it
what
over
they
and
do
over
on
again?
UBN radio.
Can you do it
Oh
again?
gosh.
Do it.
But
No, that's enough.
That's
Dang it.
enough.
all right, we're gonna keep answering your guys' Twitter questions, but I'm gonna go ahead and open up the lines as well. If you guys are listening, here's a pen. Write down this number: 323-284-7826. Again, that's 323-284-7826. Call in if you
And
want
ju-
to
just-
ask
Phone's gonna
Camryn a question.
explode.
just so you guys know, that's our number. So call it, please.
Yeah.
Ask her questions,
Yes.
and it'll be awesome.
All right.
Can we continue with questions?
Yes, we
I
can.
want to ask this one.
Okay, ask this one.
So the same girl.
She asked awesome questions.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
She's
killed
just
it.
like rapid fire.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom. What's your earliest memory?
This is
a
a
good-
hard one.
That's a
Yeah.
good one.
Are you kidding me?
No.
Or one of your
you
kind
kidding?
of earliest memories.
Okay. I'll tell you the funniest one. I was turning 5, and we were in Nice, and my birthday is July 14th, so it's Bastille Day.
Happy birthday.
No one told me that that was a holiday of any kind. So I'm 5.
I mean, it's your birthday. So it's
Right,
naturally it's a holiday.
exactly. But no one told me it was an
know.
actual holiday. So we're standing on the roof, and I see these fireworks, and I'm like, Mom, Dad, how did they know it's my birthday? And they totally played along. And I found out that it wasn't for me later. I can't remember when, and just was devastated. Like, why did you lie to me?
Why did you lie?
Why? So I was devastated, but it's still a pretty funny memory.
Yeah, that's cute. All right, Lena has another question. What is one thing you have not done that you really want to do, which was great for you to figure out for your Dare segment too?
That's by.
Oh, sorry, wrong one. It's actually by Direct Mahomie.
Direct to my homie.
All right. I really want to go skydiving, but I don't think I can. I don't think I can do that for a dare since I'm not 18.
Right. Oh, that's right.
But I wonder if there's an age limit on bungee jumping.
No.
You could do that. You could do the thing at Universal City Walk. They do the indoor skydiving.
Oh, but that's so lame.
No, it's not. That's so much fun.
I've done
One of
that
our
a million times.
One of our
though.
friends actually has the world record for it, which is pretty insane.
What can wait? How? Wait.
Tanucci.
Yeah, the
For
Tanucci's.
what?
It's the longest time anyone's ever spent in the wind tunnel, isn't it?
Yeah, something like that. But two of the people we know, Justin and Kayla, they do indoor skydiving, and I actually watched them at a tournament. They were going against adults. The two of them, one of them's like 18, the other guy, Justin's 14, 15.
Yeah.
They blew out the competition.
I don't even know
That's
how
amazing.
do you compete
Out of the
in
wall.
that?
I think you do like
tricks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is super weird, but that's kind of awesome.
that
What's your favorite sport? Oh, I'm
Indoor
an indoor
skydiving.
skydiver.
No big deal.
Yeah, you don't
Like,
hear that every
you
day.
don't even what?
What if they had a huge one that's like an arena size, like a football
That'd be
field
cool.
of just indoor skydiving?
That would cost a lot.
Probably, but it'd be so cool.
That would be so cool. Totally had this huge party in there. Everyone's just
Floating.
Yes.
That would be
Astronaut,
amazing.
like-
Can
Yeah.
someone please make that Twitter questions?
Make it happen.
guys.
Okay.
The Twitter guys, get on that.
Get on that.
All right, so this is actually from Lena. She said, "What is the nicest thing someone has ever done for you?"
You're pretty. That's me then.
Nicest thing someone's ever done for me. I don't know. I get. Is it a friend or?
Anyone says
Any
anyone.
fan.
Or a couple,
Why don't you
say
do
a
two?
couple
One
different
friend,
instances.
one
Okay.
fan.
One friend, I was doing a middle school tour, right? And my best friend in Colorado, Teddy, she showed up at one of my concerts randomly. I had no idea she was coming, and because she lives in Colorado, I never see her. So it was kind of the best thing ever, and she just showed up with my mom and her mom, and it was kind of amazing. And as far as a fan, in Europe, one of my fans brought me Nutella, like an entire jar of Nutella, and changed the Nutella label to Camryn.
Aww.
And I died. I was like,
Do you still have that?
No.
No.
Well, what happened was I was trying to dump the smaller jar inside the bigger jar, and I hit it too hard, and I broke it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And I can't exactly bring Nutella back to the
poor
U.S.
Nutella.
You can hide it.
Until you get
gonna
caught,
get
and
caught
then
and
you're in
stuck
trouble.
there.
Like, no.
Sorry. Whatever. Yeah, I got it. So, direct to my homie again
Okay.
is asking what would you do if this was your last day to live?
This were my last day to live. I would steal a car, like a really nice car, drive around.
Better idea. Get a credit card that has like a really high limit, and then buy the car. That
How
way you don't have
about
to pay
no
it back.
limit?
Yeah, one
There
of those
you
no
go.
limit
No
credit
There you
limit.
go.
Let's
They
just
have
do
no limit
this.
credit cards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
I
harder
didn't
to
know
come
that.
by though. Mostly because if they have no limit,
Yeah.
people kind of, take advantage
There
of
you
that.
go.
Yeah.
So you'd steal a car.
But yeah, steal or buy a car. I would drive it around, pick up all my friends, and yeah, we would pack into a really nice car, even if it's a 2-seater. I'll figure it out. And just go to the beach, have a bonfire. Am I dead by the night or the next day?
Like midnight.
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 Okay. Then I'd totally go crash a party. Even on a Sunday. Yeah, make that happen. Probably hit up Magic Mountain for a day. Maybe like a couple hours.
Yes.
Wait.
Hit up the best rides though.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yes.
okay, so let's like take this
Cut
in order.
the
So
lines.
would you go to Magic Mountain, then the beach, then a party?
No. First,
Or-
she's,
Okay.
in the morning she's getting the car. You
Yeah.
forgot about that. Then
Yeah.
she'll
Car.
drive the car to all of those places.
Yeah, I
Yes.
know, but in what order?
Okay.
I mean, it
so,
matters.
I can't forget going to Sprinkles to get my
Uh-oh.
ice cream sundae.
That's
I
what
got
you like
this.
to get at Sprinkles?
Get the car. You drive to Magic Mountain, and then a little after lunch, you leave. You go to Sprinkles. You go to the beach, and then that night you go to a party.
Dude, he's got it.
He's got it for you.
He's got it. That's what's gonna happen.
You should
go.
plan my last day.
Okay, Adam's last day. You're gonna go inside your house.
Watch
You're gonna
Netflix.
get you're gonna get every Metallica album ever, and you're just gonna sit there and listen to it, and then you die.
I mean, that'd be cool for a day if I wasn't gonna die. Like, pretty sure my last day would consist of just craziness.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah. Adam would go nuts.
It's
Oh
like the
my
purge.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just do whatever you want. Don't even care.
Run from. Never mind. Go on.
At Classy Brad would like to know, what is your favorite makeup?
I want to take a minute and admire that name.
Classy.
Brad.
Classy Brad.
Is that a girl?
It says her name is Maria.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know why she would choose Classy Brad, but
All right.
But it's classy.
Yeah, very classy. My favorite makeup.
Yes.
My favorite makeup is Stila Cosmetics. I love a lot of their eyeshadows and that sort of thing. And as far as like foundation, I love NARS and Laura Mercier. Yeah.
cool beans.
So this next one.
I was going to leave it for Adam because it's a perfect question for him.
Oh God, I'm
Yeah.
scared now.
This one might need a demonstration though.
What do you mean?
So, at King Luke Brooks wants to know if you can touch your nose with your foot.
I'm wearing a skirt though.
Oh.
Oh, well. But do you know
Valid
if you
point.
can?
Can you?
Maybe.
Another
think
time.
so.
Another
I think
time.
I think
So.
she might have to make a video at home and tweet it.
Darelicious. I'm daring
There,
you to
there
do
you go,
that.
Darelicious. All right. At Big Love Tony All would like to know which country was the best that you performed in on tour.
Okay. I'm gonna go with the best arena, which was the biggest arena that we performed in, and it was in Stockholm, Sweden. It's called the Friends Arena, and it was 36,000 people.
Wow.
It was just amazing to just look out and see everybody in front of me with their lights up. And
Where was this?
Stockholm, Sweden.
Ooh.
It was
how big was it?
amazing.
Like how many people were there?
36,000.
Oh my god.
So it was like
You're living
it
my
was kind of like
dream.
a square arena, and you never know being an opening act whether or not there's going to be, I don't know, a couple thousand people in there, or it's going to be a full house. And luckily, because it's One Direction, all the girls are there by 10 a.m.,
Yeah,
which
right.
makes no
There
sense.
you go. Start on time. Sure.
Exactly. And luckily that show, almost everybody was in the arena already.
Oh
So
my
I got the full
God.
effect, and I
Wow.
just kind of took it in and died.
Okay, can we pause for a second? Pause for a second. We're going to
Okay.
talk about this a little bit. What's
Okay.
that like? Like, because my biggest dream is to sell out Wembley Stadium in London, I think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
To sell out Wembley Stadium. Foo Fighters did it. Muse did it. Now Avenged Sevenfold is going to do it. I don't know if you know rock and roll bands, but those are my favorite bands.
Well, yeah, she's wearing a
Um,
Led Zepp shirt. Of course she knows rock.
Darn right. Darn right she is.
know.
But anyway, I want to sell out that one. That it has, a few 100,000, not just 36,000.
Yeah.
But 36,000 is still much more impressive than 500.
I mean, it's also a different setting, though. With different concerts and venues, it's a different vibe. So for the smaller shows, it may not be as many people, but it's really intimate.
Yeah.
With the bigger shows, those are just more fun to kind of just blast the craziest, loudest thing ever and just see the entire arena jumping with you. It's just mind-blowing.
What's your experience like when you walked on the stage and you saw full house, sea of people? I could surf on that.
Well, right before, I get the worst stage fright ever.
Is this every time or
Every single time. Even before doing small interviews. Like, it doesn't matter.
were you nervous before you came in here?
Of course.
Oh, Awesome.
We're honored.
You know, I'm not as nervous now because you guys are really cool, but
Yes.
you never know. You never know. But I get really terrified, and then I panic and wonder why I do this for a living, and then
Then you get on stage and realize why.
and then I get on stage and it's literally game time, and I forget about every nerve I ever had and just kind of figure out the crowd, whether they're going to be a good crowd or a bad crowd. And luckily at the Friends Arena, not only was it a full house, but they were an amazing crowd. So it was just amazing on top of fantastic.
That
That's
sounds amazing.
amazing.
How was the crowd though? Like, were they, super
They were into it. Yeah,
Just super into it.
very
And
into it.
They say that a crowd of girls screaming is louder than a jet engine.
Let me tell you, you don't even know what your ears can handle until you see those girls. Okay, so because I'm used to it now, I realized that it helps if you scream with them. Yeah, I don't know why it works, but it does.
It just works.
It just works. And but yeah, hearing them scream, you're
Does
just
it calm
like,
them down a little bit, or?
oh my god.
Yeah.
No, I mean it's like when you're in the crowd is what's bad, because on stage you're wearing in-ears, so it's like really
Muted.
Muffled.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is always good. I was funny story, and nowhere near 36,000. I had 10, probably
whatever.
less.
That's
But
still great.
these girls, I was at this trampoline gym called Get Air in Poway, which is where I'm from. They recognized me from Teens React, and they just started screaming. And all of them, and I was like, I felt my eardrums vibrating, and I was like,
You don't
not
even
even
know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
You
that was
don't
10.
even know.
That was 10, and I was like crying. 36,000. Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, why do you think when you see artists on stage and they put the mic to the crowd, it's not to let you guys hear yourselves, it's so that we can hear you.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like I don't even know how to describe it to you. It's just that it's mixed emotions.
You just got to experience it.
Awesome.
Yes.
Well,
Let's continue.
We got 2 more questions probably, and then we have to let Camryn go. But at X Mixer Forever wants to know, what is your favorite song ever in capital letters?
Oh, that's
like the
one.
Ever.
I hate
I know
those questions
I
because
can't-
it makes me
Broaden it though.
panic.
Yeah.
What's like
What's
the
some
biggest
of your favorites?
artist, or some of your favorite songs, or just
And
favorite
also,
artist?
This is like-
this might answer her question as well. At Painty Nicole also wants to know what's your favorite singer, so that's kind of like similar question.
Besides
okay.
yourself.
So right. I'm one of those people who listens to almost every genre. So I try to listen to as much as possible of everything, and I don't have a favorite. I have people I prefer to listen to.
So give us those.
A couple,
Okay.
just list a couple.
I love listening to Pierce the Veil.
Oh wow. Okay. Did not expect that at all.
I love Pierce the Veil. I
Can we
love
be best friends, please?
of course. Yes. I love listening to Florida Georgia Line.
Oh, love
I
them, yeah.
love listening to Rihanna and Mariah Carey and Beyonce, obviously. Mark Anthony. Jeez, I mean, the list goes on and on and on.
Do you actually like hardcore music? Like,
I do.
Okay. She's the coolest girl ever. We need to be best friends.
Let him get a crush.
No.
I'm just
Yeah,
kidding. I'm
yeah,
just kidding. I'm just teasing. Okay. All right, last question. At Brub or Dignon _. What is your best memory of being on tour with One Direction?
My best memory? Ooh, going on stage at the Friends Arena. But I think more interesting would be the worst.
Okay,
memory
what's the
ever.
worst memory?
It was
no.
so embarrassing. I was coming off stage, and you know 5 Seconds of Summer? They're the other guys who opened Australian, whatever. So they're sitting, and they're at the bottom of the stage. So there are 2 sets of stairs where you come down from coming off the stage, and none of the crowd could see this, but the 5 Sauce guys were there. So they're all pretty cute. So already I'm like, don't fall on your face.
Oh,
don't
yes.
do anything stupid. So of course that's exactly what I do. So I come down the stairs and I miss a step.
Oh.
Fall. Luckily I caught myself, but they all saw me and I was just like, I want to die right now. So they all were like, oh my God. And then they all gave me a group hug, which did not make me feel any better.
No.
I'm just kind of like, kill me. And then, of course, I had like 2 huge bruises on my arms. I was just, everyone came up and like the head of security was just like, what happened? Do you need to see a medic?
Yeah. Oh,
God.
Man, I don't even know. I don't even want to talk about it.
Yeah.
So Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for being on with us today. It was very fun.
Thank you so much for having
and
me.
We will keep a lookout for your upcoming music.
Real quick before you go, can you give us all your social medias? Because I want to know myself.
Yes. So Twitter is at Camryn Rocks, and so is my Instagram, and any other websites that I'm not mentioning now, you can go to my personal website, which is CamrynMusic.com, and on there you'll find everything from Instagram to even MySpace, yes, and
Woo!
Facebook and YouTube and all that good stuff.
Fantastic.
Everything covered.
Everything.
Well, thank you very much for coming on.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Camryn. Bye.